Hello, and welcome to the Cheap Chainsaw Showdown Throwdown. And what we have here is the Champion Power Equipment 40cc. It is model number 100283. And here we have the infamous Poulain Pro. Hated by many, loved by some. This is the 42cc model PP 4218A. These saws both have Oregon 91 chains on them with 18-inch bars. So I'm going to compare these two saws over a little period of time and to come up with a winner on which one's the best. So I broke it down a little bit here for categories. It's going to be weight, size, and initial feel. So these are just initial first saw kind of things for the chainsaw. And then we're going to have cold start, how they start in the cold. Warm start, that's going to be how they start after they've been running them for a long time, you know, heavy use, and you shut them off to see if they're going to start again. And then the next thing is going to be just engine characteristics, how the engine revs, how it feels. The next one's going to be cut speed. We'll set up a log, make some cuts and time them. The other thing is going to be overall feel while using. Just how that saw, how agile it feels, just how it feels. Which saw just feels better while you're using it. And then the next one is value. And I have a star beside that one because we'll talk about that one a bit later. So let's dive into it. So for weight, size, and initial feel, I did a little bit of work here and I have some notes. So I filled them both full of gas and oil and I weighed them. And the Poulain Pro is 15.2 pounds, ready to go, full of gas and oil. The Champion is 13.4 pounds, ready to go. Now keep in mind, the Poulain Pro is 2 cc's bigger, but the Champion is actually 1.8 pounds lighter. Now I measured the dimensions of these saws, and they're pretty well the exact same length, but the same height, but the width, and I just measured the width of the body. So from here to here, the width of the body without the handle. And the Champion is 6 3/4 inch wide. Now the Poulain is 8 inches wide, and I'm not sure if you can see in the camera here, but it's quite a bit of a chunkier, beefier saw. So it makes this saw 1.25 inches wider than this little Champion. So grabbing this Champion, it feels like a small, thin little saw. It has a very thin body, very rounded profile, and just immediately in your hands, it's just a small, light feeling little saw. And it's a 40cc, so it's not, you know, super small, but it's a relatively small saw, you know, for cc's. And the Poulain Pro, it's 2 cc's bigger, which isn't a lot. They're still a 40 class cc saw. But just looking at it and just grabbing it and feeling it, it just feels like a much heavier saw. It's harder, just more weight, and it's harder to rotate it side to side. This handle's fatter, and you can definitely feel the weight. Like it feels like a much bigger saw, much bigger cc. So it's too early in the test to kind of decide which one's better or feels better, because it's really how the saw runs while they're using it is the deciding factor. But for this first initial impressions category, for weight, size, and initial feel, it's going to have to go to the Champion. Because this saw just feels fat, and it just feels very, very heavy and bulky. Maybe if this is the only saw you've ever had, it would feel fine. But in comparison to this lighter, smaller Champion, the Champion just feels so much better. So for the first category, the win goes to the Champion. Okay, let's quickly talk value. I put a star beside that category because I do not have a definitive answer in which saw is the best value. I bought this brand new from Canadian Tire on sale for $174.99 plus tax. It came with the saw, and the saw comes with this spur. It comes with this little thing of oil, your tool, your file, and the guard for your bar. And it comes with the phone number for the customer support, and it comes with a 2-year warranty. So that's what comes with this for $175 plus tax. Canadian. Alright, the Poulain Pro. This is it's a surplus sale factory reconditioned saw from Princess Auto. So this just says miscellaneous 18-inch saw. Sell outside US only. Reconditioned. Reworked to original condition. This saw was $139.99, so $140. It was just a surplus deal they had on it, Princess Auto, in the flyer. So, it comes with a chintzy little photocopied manual, and it has a customer support phone number. But then I read the warranty part in the back, and it's kind of a gray area because it says there's a 2-year warranty to the original seller buying this saw new. So this is reworked to original condition, so I'm not sure if they still honor that new warranty or not. So that can affect the value. But to really know which saw is the best value is to run these saws for a while and see what gives me the most trouble or what one gives me any trouble. So $140, Champion $175. The Champion came with some accessories and for sure a warranty. This came with nothing, and I'm not sure if it has a warranty. So there's your value. And something else to mention: both these saws have the tightener, this style of tightener with the 2 bolts on the side. The Champion's got the adjuster screw here. This one has it here. Both the Champion and Poulain do make models with that big round auto adjuster that I think people have trouble with. So to me, this is the best way to go. -10 Celsius, and the saws haven't been started in a week. I will note that I had to buy the special single D tool to adjust this carb. I had to lean it out a bit on the low end screw because it was running a little boggy. So they both started well. The Champion, it starts quite easily, and it's a really it's quite easy to pull over. The Poulain, just everything about the Poulain seems like it's a bigger saw. It's quite a bit harder to pull over, and when it's idling, you can really feel the vibration of that engine. So next time you're going to see me, I'm going to be out in the field. I am going to pack a lunch. I'm going to go out in the bush. I'm going to be there for a day, maybe 2 days, and I'm just going to one tank of gas after another. I'm going to burn a tank in one, grab the other one, and just keep cooking just to get a really good idea and feel of these saws. Alright, I've been using this saw, I don't know, 15 minutes or a bit more. Just ripping, cutting down some dead trees. Let's try a hot start. So far both saws, no real issue starting them hot or cold. But later on we'll get out in the wood pile and get bucking up firewood and get them nice and hot. And that will really separate the men from the boys, and we'll get a good test then. Hot start. Alright, hot start. Cut test, champion! And the winner of the cheap chainsaw showdown throwdown is the champion. Now let's talk about this. These are two great little saws. If you want to buy a saw, just a homeowner, got some dead trees, cut a couple cord of firewood every year, either of these saws, fine. But I'll tell you why I picked the winner. We talked about the fact that the champion's smaller and lighter than the Poulain. They both start quite well. The champion just starts a bit better. It's just predictable. know exactly what it's going to do. Sometimes the Poulain will start, it's cold and idle a bit and quit, and you got to give it a few pulls. It starts fine, but this one just starts better. And then these little controls, you got to grab it, really pull it, pop it on in the choke out. It's kind of a cool idea. When you're starting it, it doesn't want to start right away. You pull it out and back in, and that's a high idle on the throttle, which is fine and cool. But with these big gloves, I just can never grab it. I got to take my glove off every time. The Champion, oh yes, and the primer bulb here, it's inset. See, I got to take my gloves off to start this every time. Champion, primer bulb right here, easy. Choke right there, easy. Switch, everything's really accessible. You can just leave your gloves on and everything. The power of this little Champion is unbelievable. For a little saw, you can just lean on this thing and she just digs, man. The Poulin's okay. And now, for you haters out there, I know now that the saw's broke in a bit, should get it in on the high speed screw and adjust the high speed up a bit. I don't think it's revving out quite all the way there, but I'd have to check the RPMs on that. But even with that being said, even when I do get the Poulain, and I got to get the tool for it too, but even when I do get the Poulain, or if I can get some more out of it and still be running reliably, it's still pound for pound. That's 42cc, this is 40cc. And what I can see now, they're about the same power. This one has more power now, but I think it's just tuned better. So if I can get that one tuned a bit better, still, this one's still smaller and lighter, and it just, man, it just rips for a little saw. Like, look how thin and small it is. So, compared to a brand name saw, like really Champion power products really outdid themselves again. They're really standing up for their name here. And I can't say enough good things about this little saw. I just love it. Now, keep in mind, I got this. This is a surplus sale factory conditioned saw, so I don't know what company rebuilds these or whatever. Maybe one from the store would be a bit better. But paid 140 bucks for it. And for 140 bucks, I'm not disappointed. If this is the only saw I bought for $140, A1. Like, if you can get a good deal on one of these, and that's the saw you think you want, go for it. I wouldn't pay full retail. They're $250 or maybe more. They have a newer style now. I wouldn't pay full retail for this saw. But if you get one on a good sale, go for it. The Champion, they're $250 or more. You see they're on sale now for like $185. But I got mine just on that 4-day only grand opening sale. So I got it for $175. So fantastic value on that Champion. And I love it. So I'm going to tune the Poulain, get it working good, and I'm going to start using it more and learn to love it. But man, can't go wrong with the Champion. And if you buy a saw, like I had to tune the carb on the Champion a bit there in the low end when I bought it. So you buy a saw and you run it, and it's not running quite right. If you know what you're doing, you're going to tune it. If you don't, take it to a small engine guy, and within a matter of minutes, you'll have that thing tuned right in. Some guys say these saws are hard to start. When I first got the Champion, I had a bit of trouble starting it too. But I just looked in the owner's manual, looked at the starting procedure, and boom, started exactly how it said it would. And then it just kept getting better with time. That's a 2 to 3 pull saw every time. And this one pretty well is too. 2, 3, 4 pulls. They both start great. They hot start great. And if this one doesn't want to start right away, you just you pull that out and then you push it back in at high idle, starts right up. So to me, the Champion's a clear winner, but I have nothing real bad to say about the Poulain Pro. Just pound for pound, you're getting as much or more performance out of a smaller, lighter saw, and that's why it's the winner. So I guess maybe if one saw blows up or breaks down in the future, I'll get back to you with an update. Maybe someday when I get this tuned in good, maybe I'll do an update. But besides that, man, So I'm happy I bought that Champion.